Yeah, this happened. This is what I've been trying to tell you about in the previous backyard video. Yes, first off, the workshop is cleaned. I wasn't joking about that. See? It's all cleaned up now. The thing is, and yes, obviously, you did hear that it was raining in the previous episode, and that's obviously why this is all wet and everything is, actually. But don't worry, as you can see, everything's intact. Don't worry. Okay, yeah, that's just, these, nails, obviously. Of course. But yeah, as you can see, everything is, intact. Just fine. So, yeah. So don't worry, everything's fine in here. I promise. So yeah, things look a bit different. First off, the surprise, as you can see, the roof is gone. For now, obviously. It won't be for long, I promise you that. Yeah, don't worry. It won't be gone for long. And this is actually the first time we're seeing the sky above this room since 2018. Yeah, that was the year I officially created this workshop. And we haven't seen it since. So this feels super weird. It already felt so weird seeing this yesterday when we were taking the roof down. Now, actually, the main reason we had to take the roof down, and actually pretty much it apart itself, aside from this, and yes, as you can notice, the roof, yes, was taken apart. The main reason we did was mainly because we're gonna be making it bigger, actually. Of course, I have all the bins upside down so they didn't get flooded with water, because that would be pretty dang ugly if that happened again. Anyway, so we have the wagon here, we have all of this here. Now you're probably wondering where the chairs go. Don't worry, I know where they are. But my god, look how weird it feels to not have the roof up right now. Oh, actually, I will tell you, this is actually kind of early in the day. It is 8:26 a.m. And yes, also, it is Wednesday, September 15th, 2021. So today is the Legos Island theme park anniversary. Oh, actually, speaking of which, it's already up. I already worked on it last night. So yeah, and yes, behind the shelves we do have the chairs and the noodles, obviously, which I am going to find a new place for. I did throw a ton of them out, by the way, because you probably noticed how destroyed some of them were. And here's some of the shelves that we're going to be using later on. So, yeah, and I also, remember how I said the grass was cut? As you can see, it is clearly cut, obviously. This was cut actually exactly a week ago on the 8th. It was the first thing we did to improve this workshop. And then again, yesterday, we cleaned up this whole room and took the roof off. Again, that's because we're going to make it a bit bigger. I think we're still going to use these pieces right here. I think we just have to get a few more, I think, and just make the roof a bit bigger. So, also, I think we're going to be turning the roof around, and I think having it this way instead of that way all these years. And yes, this is the same roof from 2018, as you can have clearly told. So we're actually going to improve upon it after like 3 years, which is pretty sweet if I got to admit. And yes, the lights are still up. We did test to see if they were still working before we considered throwing them out. And yes, they still do, so we're good. One thing, though, is I think this is starting to tilt a bit. So we're probably just going to have to fix that, which we will. As you know, we have this from the time machine. I have to find a place for that. The wagon's obviously going to be staying back here permanently. which means during the celebration of fall, for the first time ever, it is not going to be in the field. And that actually goes for all celebration of falls going forward, since it was pretty hard to get it back here. And I don't want to take it back out again just for one single event and then put it back in there like a week later. No, dude, you have no clue how hard it was to get this in. And also, and this too. And that, the shelves. All of those were really hard to get in here, so yeah. And I'm actually not kidding. Those shelves, including the wagon, were really hard to get in here. So I don't want to take them out of here. So they're going to be in here permanently. So, yeah. Anyway, with that being said, yeah, don't worry. This is going to be the only episode where the roof is not here. I promise. Although it does feel kind of cool to see the sky again from here after 3 long years. But honestly, don't worry. It won't be here for long, because later on, we're going to be putting the roof back. We just got to make it a bit bigger. And yeah, now, one thing we're going to be doing, the reason why we want to make it a bit bigger is actually just so we can kind of extend it going this way, so we have a bit more of the roof right here in the outside area, you know, just so a majority of my stuff does not get wet in future rainstorms. Now, of course, we're not obviously going to be covering this entire outside area with the roof. No. I'll show you what I mean when it's complete. But, yeah. This is nuts. It is absolutely crazy what the heck happened. So my next backyard video, I think, will be after we do more with this. Because I think we're going to be doing more with this, I think, today, I think. So yeah, that's pretty cool, right? And one of the main reasons I wanted to film this backyard video now at like 8:30 a.m. and it is exactly 8:30. It is because we're gonna be renovating later today. This place again, I think. And I probably won't have any time to film this version of the workshop later, so that's why I wanted to do it now rather than later, because I probably will not have any time, because I'll probably be very busy with, you know, continuing this project. And yes, once the workshop is complete, this new version of it, I think it'll be done for good. Now, it was done back then in 2018, but we realized things weren't looking right. Like, once we got this outside area, we pretty much lost those shelves for a while, so yeah, now we have to pretty much redo it. But that's fine, considering the fact that we have this outside area now as of March, the end of March. So yeah, so everything's still intact, thankfully, and I'm glad of that. So yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think? Of course, obviously, I'm very glad that we did manage to get the workshop cleaned up. Of course, this entire process was, of course, done by, of course, myself and my dad, obviously, which we both worked together back in 2018 to even create this workshop to begin with. Now, of course, you're wondering, what about these posts? Don't worry, they're staying up, obviously. We're just going to extend upon it. Well, there's not going to be any more posts added. These are the only 4 that have been here since 2018, and will still be here. But we're going to be adding shelves, I think, right here, and right here, I believe, right below this. Well, actually, it's like just pretty much right above this, which I think this is actually going to be here permanently, I think. And then I think there's going to be one, I think, right below the project table, I think. Like, right below the project table. And I think that's where I'm going to be storing those. So, yeah. But we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know in the future. And actually, and yes, don't worry, I will be putting the chairs back in their proper places, which is pretty much right here where I'm standing. So we're all good. Anyway, and one more thing. What about the noodles, though? Oh, we got a plan. I think we're going to be putting them, along here. Now, we're going to obviously have to find a way, and we already found a way of how we want this to work. So, we're going to actually put the noodles, I think, right here. We just have to find some pipes just to put them along here. Which means this background will be decorated in the future. So, that is very cool. Now, with that being said, I'll show you what I fully mean in the next few episodes, since this project will still take a while to complete. So, in every episode, you'll definitely see some difference with this room, I promise. Considering it doesn't rain, and I have to kind of figure that it will be raining probably later today. So that's also another reason I'm making this backyard video right now, because I know it is going to rain later in the afternoon. So that is another reason I'm making this episode now rather than later, because I know it is going to rain. I know it just is. It's been raining like every afternoon here for like the last 3 months. And that kind of explains why there's been no episodes that recently. I mean, I was already supposed to even get one up on the 14th, but yeah, it worked. So yeah, there you go. That's what I was trying to talk about in the previous episode. So yeah, this is the current status of it. Of course, by the next episode, you'll definitely be seeing a difference. But for now, yeah. This place is under construction yet again. That's nuts. Yep, this place is under construction yet again. Wow. Did not think I would be saying that ever again. I never thought I would say that this place was under construction. Because it was a few years ago when I first discovered this whole entire place. And now it is again. But I don't think it's going to be for too long, though, actually. And yeah. So trust me, I'll show you everything I mean in the next few episodes. So definitely by the next episode, you're going to see a difference. Of course, it won't be complete, obviously, since it'll take some time, obviously. That would have made sense. But I definitely assure you that in the next episode, you will be seeing a difference with this room. Actually, I think every episode until it's complete, it'll be about the workshop. Of course, I haven't forgotten about the Celebration of Fall, obviously. That is in 4 days on Sunday. So, yeah. But I think every episode until this is complete, it'll be focused on this room. So I think every episode you'll see maybe 1 or 2 differences. But as for right now, this is what we did yesterday on the 14th. And I hope you guys love it. So yeah. Anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for watching the episode. What are your thoughts? We are going back to constructing this place. But this is hopefully, and I'm definitely thinking that this is going to be the final time that we have to remodel this place. This is like the second time we have to redo this place. Thankfully, we don't actually have to do a majority of stuff since the room was already built a few years back. So trust me, I think the only differences you're going to be seeing in this room in the future include a shelf there, and then I think down here. And of course, we're going to have to, obviously, the roof's going to be turned around a little. Going, I think, that way now. And yeah. But pretty much after that, I think everything else will still, be the same, besides everything I just said. But you'll know what I mean in the next few episodes. because again, each episode I will be showing you another difference with this room. So what are your thoughts, guys? Again, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, which I think is probably going to be tomorrow or something, because I have a feeling that by the time we finish improving the room for, I think, today, I think it'll probably start raining. So this is probably going to be the only episode today, but that is fine because I normally always want to film one episode every few days. So yeah, what are your thoughts? Comment down below. Tell me what you think, and yeah, you'll definitely see a difference in the next episode with this room. I promise. So yeah, see you guys later. Never forget about the sun.